So Coach Beard, new conference, new opponents, USC opening day. Who do you expect to be the starting quarterback when you guys go out and play the Trojans?
Happy to say, Wyatt, that Jacob Clark is our starting quarterback. That's probably my favorite question I've got since our time together.
Well, he's still it. And everybody was scared the whole off season, and rightfully so in this era. I mean, it's one of the first things I asked you in that last game, and it just the comfort seeing number 12 out there throwing the ball around. Just what is that?
Yeah, it's tremendously impactful for our football team, and like you said, rightfully so that we should have been concerned. He's an elite athlete. He's a great leader. He spins the ball. He puts it where it needs to go, and he has courage to run. He's everything you would want in a starting quarterback, and for him to go against the grain and not go just for the money, not go just for the logo, just for the clout, and actually have his teammates back is tremendous, and it shows who he is as a person, and it should bode well for his NFL career.
How much money did you throw in to keep him?
Personally, organizationally, hey, listen, I think we put together a competitive package, and that was everything from fundraising to community engagement. And that's one thing we do well as a football team is we're in the community. We're making sure that people get to know these guys and know that they enjoy Springfield, and we were able to put a package together that he said yes to.
What's that do going into this when this is your first year at the next level? You don't have to lose sleep over who's going to be your quarterback when you play against some of these teams. Just how much of a, I don't know if a head start's the right words there, but just how much does that help just having a guy that's been in this, is not going to be really thrown into the fire when he goes to USC and some of these places, to where you guys are a little bit ahead there? Yeah,
I think it really sets the tone for everything moving forward. When you have a guy like that, again, that has put up those kinds of numbers and people respect around the country, that's what you want in your quarterback, and that's what he is. And everyone feeds off that. You know, you've got young guys coming into the program, maybe not young, but new to the program. And when they see a guy like Jacob Clark stand in there and say, I'm committed to Missouri State, I want to play for this coaching staff, I want to be a great teammate, that's the foundation you need to be successful.
What is it about making this jump that has not just maybe lit a fire inside everybody here, but has put everybody on a new level of urgency, put a good urgency?
What a great opportunity. I mean, you get to open up with USC. There will be more eyes on our Missouri State football brand than have been in the history of the entire program for those 4 hours. And what that does, not only for our football program, but for the great community of Springfield and just our university in general. You get a chance to go compete with the best of the best, and you're talking about the Coliseum. You know, you're not just talking about football history. You're talking about Olympics. You're talking about all kinds of different athletic greats being in that stadium, and you get to go put the pads on and compete in that stadium. It's a big deal.
We're months away from the season starting. What are you trying to implement with these guys right now during spring football?
Yeah, one of the interesting things, everybody talks about what's changed with FBS. We've been process-driven since we got here. We believe in what we do because we've made it big time. Even when we were FCS, we operate at a high level. We do things the right way. Spring ball is always fun to see who wants to compete and who wants to put the film that says I can be the starter going into fall camp. Here at Missouri State, we're huge on competing in every single thing that you do. Every single day, we want to have competitive drills. We want to go good on good. We don't shy away from the physicality of spring ball. You're seeing that trend a little bit. We still want to encourage toughness in our football program, and I think that helps build a mentality moving forward into the fall.
What recent signees are here right now with you guys during your spring football?
Yeah, there's a bunch. Obviously, at running back, we had a little bit of a change there with Jacardier leaving. So Shamari Lawrence is here from FIU. You've got Ronell at wide receiver, Isaiah McMorris from Nebraska, DJ Wesselek, great player from excuse me?
Boonville.
Yeah, right up.
I covered him when he was in Columbia.
Right up the road. They just cranked the music up, so I couldn't hear you. Sorry, but yeah, and there's a bunch of new guys out here, good faces to see. McGuire Neal's done a good job in the secondary. You're going to see some good things from him. The list goes on, but we've got some really good, talented players out here. Now it's time to start putting the puzzle together, see who fits well, what units work best together, and that'll come out hopefully in the scrimmages.
Do you feel like they're already seeing what you were just talking about with Jacob showing a leader role, or like throughout this, and then now, especially in spring ball with these new guys coming in?
Yeah, I think the most encouraging part about the whole thing was day one, the energy was absolutely through the roof. One thing we have in this football program is a group of guys that love football. Again, in this era of NIL and the money and all that stuff, sometimes, we lose sight of what we're actually doing, and that's playing football and competing with each other, and we always believe in iron sharpens iron.
You're not eligible for a bowl game, so you have nothing to play for this year, kind of like last year when you were not eligible for the playoffs. Just how do you keep these guys motivated?
Favorite question?
What a question. And I will repeat day in and day out, we're intrinsically motivated. When you're true to form with a person of character and you love to compete, that's why you're out here. Obviously, things can happen in regards to bowl eligibility, so we're going to go out and try to win every single one we can.
You're a major focuser of the process, right? Because it's the process that gets the result. What have you taught these guys that are new about process, and what have you taught the returning guys about how to make a new process out of what they already do?
Yeah, with the new guys, you got to be where your feet are. You can't think about the opening day in Coliseum or SMU coming here without being your best self today. You have to do what you need to do to progress and get better and better each day. And they've bought into that because the older players, that's the culture we've developed. They understand that's how we talk, that's how we work, and that's what we believe in. And I just think that's paying dividends right here, seeing it in spring ball. You just have a new level of, it's just a different feel when you know that, hey, we get to possibly go to bowl games, we get to, play for real championships, which is always great.
You've talked before last season a lot about, right, how this university, this school has to get bigger, faster, stronger. What does that mean from a player development or just a player recruiting standpoint? What does that mean?
Yeah, all around, kind of exactly what you said. I mean, you've got to get bigger, stronger, faster on the football field, but we've also got to put the things around our football team to look like an FBS program. And obviously, we're in the process of that. I think we've got a great administration. President, AD have great vision for our university and what they want this athletics program to look like, especially football, and we're on our way to doing great things.
Last one from me. How important is it that come SMU, this place is rocking? It's a real crazy, chaotic place for the visiting Mustangs.
Tremendously important. Again, I brag about the Springfield community all the time, but we need people from outside of Springfield. We need everyone in Missouri to understand that that's the real game in town that weekend, and everybody needs to get in here, get crazy, get loud, because you look at the benefits. You talk about our community, look at Jacob Clark, people getting involved, people wrapping their arms around our program. That's how you get things like that done.